theory of everything, TOE, or final theory, by mathematical software. Theory of everything, TOE, or final theory, by mathematical software, is a complete course contains 11 parts. During this course, we will introduce the structure of this theory. Moreover, we will be able to use mathematical software, like as Mathlab, Mathematica, Maple and Mathcad, for computation in mathematical part of this theory. A theory of everything, or final theory, is a mathematical and theoretical framework of physics that explains and links all physical aspects of the universe. In the first part of this series, we will try to find an answer to the following question. What is a theory of everything, or final theory? In dark edge of our universe and our knowledge, there are some hidden entities. There are some theoretical techniques and methods that lead us to apply and use these hidden entities and build a theory of everything, or final theory. These theoretical techniques and methods were first developed independently by two different groups of theorists, separated by the Cold War, back in the 1970s. One group in the USSR was exploring the mathematics of space-time symmetry. They employed the notion of superspace. The other group in the West was trying to add fermions to bosonic string theory. They employed the notion of supercharge. In the second part of this series, we will try to introduce these theoretical techniques and methods to build a theory of everything. One of these theoretical techniques and methods is called hidden dimensions method. Hidden dimensions method is a geometrical method. According to hidden dimensions method, our universe is not 4-dimensional space-time, but is 11 or 10-dimensional space-time, and the extra dimensions are hidden. Moreover, there are several models for hidden dimensions method. According to the simplest model, KK model, which is a purely classical extension of general relativity to 5 dimensions. The 5-dimensional Einstein equations yield the 4-dimensional Einstein field equations, plus the Maxwell equations for the electromagnetic field, plus an equation for the scalar field. As well, in 10 or 11-dimensional space-time, we have some candidates for a theory of everything, such as superstring theory or M-theory. In the third part of this series, we will try to introduce these models. There are some philosophical implications of a theory of everything. There are some arguments pro-theory of everything that a physical theory of everything will coincide with a philosophical theory of everything. This philosophic camp attempts to give a complete picture of the world. Moreover, there are some arguments against a theory of everything, and they claim that Gödel's incompleteness theorem suggests that any attempt to construct a theory of everything is bound to fail. In the fourth part of this series, we will discuss the philosophical implications of a theory of everything. Mathematical tools and computation are the essential part of a theory of everything. As it expressed earlier in the other video series, Quantum Mechanics by Maple, there are two types of computations. 1. Symbolic, or exact computation. 2. Numeric, or floating point computation. In the fifth part of this series, we will introduce and discuss basic computations, including symbolic, or exact computation, and numeric, or floating point computation, by mathematical software, like as Mathlab, Mathematica, Maple, and Mathcad. We will introduce and discuss some essential mathematical tools for theory of everything, in the sixth part of this series. Quantum field theory and general theory of relativity are two essential theories for building a theory of everything. In the seventh part of this series, we will give a general review of quantum field theory. Moreover, in the eighth part of this series, we will have an overview of general theory of relativity. The Standard Model of Particle Physics is a theory concerning electronuclear force, electromagnetic, weak, and strong nuclear interactions, as well as classifying all the subatomic particles known. In the ninth part of this series, we will introduce the Standard Model of Particle Physics as a grand unified theory, GUT. At present time superstring theory, 10-dimensional space-time theory, and M-theory, 11-dimensional space-time theory, are the best candidates for theory of everything, or final theory. In the 10th part of this series, we will introduce superstring theory, and we will be acquainted with M-theory, in the last part, 11th part.